Yaba ne Yaba.
That's right.
A lot of conversations. My enjoy stories in the paper. And I what to Jabruta.
Bende.
To Jabruta.
Ejumani bini on tu nebia.
When I landed to the Bia baby, I'll call out to me. Some say, hey. Yeah, what day?
Only sometimes okay. One man of who say be a boat na balita no. Na ababe pie.
Because I
also almost say
was I'm for killing myself for Frasa crowd.
No, ebe ka be 7 minutes. I'm our teammate at starting match. I feel I will see a free private jet. Yeah. But also almost a true story no. I'm say untimi sim free jet 7 minutes to kick off.
Because me tell story line I say, hey yo.
Spain. So I could use a Gary go Spain. What the England ya so mo na ya na brofo akese no mo twere no mo twere no brofo akese na England for no mo twere. Omo de ton mo papers. Gary mu Jamie Carragher mo kasa bia no mo twa so. But Spain. Hey, obi omo timi ball Ronaldo mo nyina tutu de ho.
Omo ball tutu ama ye ma hye.
Now Vini brana no ya wanye bi. Benzema mo nyina so ma.
On say a little bit on the Kylian Mbappe story bit now because I'm more interested opa. Be 3 stories about Kylian Mbappe and I'm attention also. But we the whole can say 7 minutes no. This is free flight mo. They toss me no. So I returning to training. But me say okay baby said point me no training individually.
Yeah, no kwana kwa because no off day.
No off day. Then you look at the broader perspective of the discussions that has gone on in the dressing room of Real Madrid. Yeah. I have this saying that they be American one say oyo hene was asase ba ku bisu na ko asase foforo so a de bia wo so otimi sua se de mra ene amamere sititi wo kuro mu ansa na apese odi kuro so a watimi adi so ye what did they mention as no I've always said say not everyone aya wona ba wiase is born to be a king. Definitely ebi mu won ma ye wo mo so mo nkoso ma hemfo at Real Madrid and the caliber and the quality of a player like Kylian Mbappe, the pedigree, and the odeba. Yow, mimi jitumi ye pa se. You can be a big boy in the level or no deba na. Real Madrid and Casana, outside player beat Kylian Mbappe, also have from the sono. What did they mention as no? Name mum. We are in now kwasa sibiswa. And also who said the one mamrete. It's not see you or hina. Ya kacha ne se ana kacha infofo na mo ne se momfa ne nko na momfa ne nkosie monkyere na amane ne amamre na mo ne ntena se na momfa ne mfam se de edi ahenie no se de be ya onto enchia ana onkoto mra daachi bi I think baby a Kylian Mbappe mistake no woni nyina na say he has gone to rule a certain land but I believe that the court awakopie mu no onim ho mra.
Okay.
Real Madrid is a Galacticos a bebre. Yow. And I've always said, say, he needs to adapt and he needs to make his teammates play better, no matter the quality. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe is selfish in Ronaldo. Mbappe is a glory hunter in Ronaldo. Mbappe, the person who kumnya semno. Any level of achievement to person nyan bibien we bru Ronaldo so yaw Ronaldo ni teammate create mi shego no ne bofu Kuranet I don't know so kai on any situation be Portugal national team name
yeah
at Real Madrid Ronaldo timi ni playmate mi shego na Ronaldo bofu said the na ni playmate na shego woda but you see Ronaldo never made the Real Madrid team worse whenever he played. Ya yente niye Ronaldo ama Real Madrid team no oman nya sinto wo baabi that's why I say onone pre say wo so otimi nya bibi no so I think for Kylian Mbappe me say ntete ye ne baabi odi free ba no there is no way you can take Peseminkum nya away from Kylian Mbappe untimi free Kylian Mbappe say na unyi Peseminkum nya fa free no ho debi untimi nyi Kylian Mbappe na onka say we onya glory hunter debi. Because baby he has always been the main man and the main actor of the movie. You can't change it. That is who he is. Name to make sure that we are main actor. Na person kumnya na eno affected the whole team the resource. And one the simple line I was a Kylian Mbappe crossing. ɛhɔ baby ketewa bi no Kylian Mbappe selfishness ni bibi or Real Madrid, it is to the benefit of the club. Let nobody lie to you. So Kylian Mbappe won't throw no about 2 goals, he said 3 goals, I want to benefit no. Nemum, ye wade ni na ho kwan, beneni nyina na fatai. And I think the impression Real Madrid fans are getting about Kylian Mbappe, it is not based on the number of goals awashe. It is not based on the number of assists awaye, but it is based on the fact that when he plays, results and Nkoye Real Madrid currently. Last season about Real Madrid, now results in Nkoye. Now results in Nkoye. No, somebody should tell us, last season at Kylian Mbappe, now Real Madrid, now results in Nkoye. They might not have won anything, but yeah, all the to send any now games are one money games or boy. Now checking the win percentage for Real Madrid, the time no anymore. You say Kylian Mbappe no games in Biana Real Madrid.
Super Cup number UEFA Diana.
UEFA Diano. Yeah, what did they mention us no? And no the another tune chair crampuna. There are certain games in La Liga. Kylian Mbappe Bobby or Bobby. You could see you are uhiano. It's just about creating the right environment for each and every player to coexist. Kylian Mbappe played a number of games as a number 9 at some point in time. But does he have the natural instinct of a number 9? Yeah, the natural instinct of a number 9. How to understand certain positions to pick, when to lay off. Yeah, a very important piece. And I think that looking at all of those things, even Kasa or dressing room, yeah. Now it's going to be at you see, let's do this discussion and look at where various discussions and a lot of things are coming from. Now, the main motive and aggression is coming from the European and South American front. Yeah, the Europeans actually believe they've lost a certain point at some point in time in terms of developing and having top quality players about the mainstream and so. Now, saying the savior Mabemo saving the face of European football. Obekasaba Lamine Yamal. Obekasaba to be to say Cristiano Ronaldo na betwem de call. Jude Bellingham mo de omo nyina ba bejimu the conversations ni bi. But then the South Americans feel so more kakra because after Lionel Messi, the hope was on the shoulders of Neymar dos Santos Jr. And then Neymar bebo obi na movie call Paris Saint-Germain na bibia jirgu ye quarter form. Now Vinicius' bid at Real Madrid raises a lot of hope. Said there be, hey, and then there, yenya Vinicius on only free a line mo bad. I was a work club to Real Madrid. I was sending Munyam Penny your maybe a TBC the national body man. Yeah, to tell you the truth. Vinicius has not been a failure at Real Madrid in the last 5 seasons. The number of goals contributions, the number of assists, the number of trophies awarded at Real Madrid. There's no doubt about the quality. Then there comes the European king who enters into the scene, trying to pick it up and overturn it. And yeah, it is not going to be easy. So on the forefront, it's all about off the pitch. On the pitch, I reflect my results. The telepathy. So we katana ni obe piama ni we miana ni obe wiana. But you see, the reason why they need Jose Mourinho is this bit, because Jose Mourinho was able to combine. They be able to catch us Sami Khedira, Xabi Alonso, Otimo Mubo together. Obe to say Karim Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo, the superstars, and Angel Di Maria. They were all able to play together. Obi aye the obe best. Adeba Mami who said Jose Mourinho could do a better job in managing some of these situations. Yes, about Manchester United, there was Zlatan Ibrahimovic and there was Paul Pogba. Also at that time, now United at Tisika Kakraka, they kofa Paul Pogba na dinaba. Zlatan Ibrahimovic was a king on his own coming to Manchester United. Yaw, mu team ni man or catch Paul Pogba said there be wajumani e dien. Yaw, Paul Pogba wajumani e so ye midfielder be assist will be criti. Obe pass obe control possession, no make sure say team no ekuta ball they don't lose it. Zlatan Ibrahimovic wadwuma ne ten ya wadwuma ne say ube say goals see pia ball ne mo afa ball ne to net. At the end of the day, no be answer to me aka de was any certificate. So a clearly defined role between two players who understood what they were supposed to be on the pitch. Yeah, no conflicting issues, no more deliver. Real Madrid or say wo Khedira born ye kase yam a wonim bominim sa. Nemum ye luso bon na wo de pa ne so onim take. Alonso also ye build a free ba. We are very good in terms of putting in one pass. Ya ebetimi adane defense and ebetimi move defense into attack. It was Xabi Alonso also wadwuma obeye nie. Itimu mienu obiane ni ru ya assign de am obiane ni de so. Ya at the end of the day Khedira enya ne flowers. Yeah. At the end of the day Alonso enya ne flowers. Karim Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo. Benzema yenim so obona na o drift be check akana pass ya we good it will run you she goes ni bi but once Ronaldo advantageous position a men for ball ni inside na onko selfish nko bon she fama na no nya dey on she because to who say yaw in the Real Madrid team nobody is a proper or better goal scorer than Cristiano Ronaldo. Yaw the area wo team nim nyina na unim ye chen Ronaldo na there be so in Real Madrid now I don't think anybody in the Real Madrid setup is a proper or better goal scorer than Kylian Mbappe. Ya obian one monim goal ni se chen no. Nemum ye ka so be a dribbler Real Madrid team no. I don't think anybody in the Real Madrid setup a proper dribbler and creator than obi to say Vinicius Junior. Ya there be da. It is obian di le mu a or asumdwe be adwuma. Obian di le mu a obia but whatever the Real Madrid supporters are doing is in line to what they've heard. What they've seen, not about the numbers. Okay. And this is a team and our supporters are yaw. Among superstars upon superstars. Among Ronaldo de Lima, among Cristiano Ronaldo, among Guti, among Raúl González. Yaw, they've seen proper quality players. It is over. Nan your man koye famawa nebufu ba yaw. The only way you can speak to them or performance and how our complementary team nama good results. Aba. That is the only way you can convince these Real Madrid supporters. Kasa ntimi fa hwema or attitude they want ntimi fa hwema. All they need is all complementary teammates, you know. A bit more issues about pressing, a bit more issues about on passing balls at the right time. Ya ni nyina ye genuine. But I think for Kylian Mbappe, it's a matter of learning the rules of the quarter. Wakako pi mi say na opeso yo hene no just to adjust. Na mamre ni amanye di sefata no. What the subi what media is successful anya sa the bia on Real Madrid supporters ebenya issue
asemo
amamre ne the Galacticos no bia ni ni rule and obia de som ne yonko and I'm cite examples the show Kedira Alonso, Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema, even for Gareth Bale ya obia na level yesi ahemfo chini ebi didi bi achi ukom ase de obia na hini etie ne se de na konya tie no ehun no di hu mra it is sebi so yem pabo ahene ade pabo ahene na mmom so obi so ya ahene fofo so ano so adi ne hene na obi ammo ne tim na obi antimi kɔ nanim na asomdwe ntimi mra and Real Madrid supporters ne pese omuhu they want to see that yeah how can 1 year just overturn excitement to anger 1 year no when an enemy say Kylian in bound for Real Madrid yeah every single person knew Kylian Mbappe was bound to play for Real Madrid. Free time was starting with Monaco bobo biase akoda we ne shebre oh Real Madrid bayaw shebre ne de wo ho you see de bia na me de example say ewiase na yete no etoro bi e bompa efo hira bi ba wunduru hon me rade mfa maada e di enti ayete say akoda keto a wasoma ne so nko sensu be o de pan so na obebu ahwe obetwa ahwe enye ye na emum wanyini na ne mu amia o de pan ne so ne so nsu no de be ko ba bia de asoma ne so mfa nko. I think for Kylian, he had gotten to that level, but there is a need to learn more, even at Real Madrid. Monaco different, Paris Saint-Germain different. There's so much responsibility and expectations at Real Madrid, which the slightest thing you do, my results in Mano, they did to me the anger. But now they have one case in the crown. Say in his absence, Real Madrid believe they perform so well and they get results. Yeah. In his presence, Omujitu said there is a problem. Yeah, this is where I believe Kylian Mbappe should know his role, adjust himself, be disciplined, learn more in attachment to who he is. Until environment now wanna say, then when results starts coming, these same supporters Bejina Abon Sem the Amano and Real Madrid and then the first time when your quality players are both together, they've always found a way. They've always found a way. Yeah. On be kwan bia so and I think that is why Florentino Perez and Yabra or Pejusi no to come into the mix. Yow ebasi anabasa for na feel because omu na jani dem so omu de call classic onim omu na jani dem sa gidi but yow and nay Manchester City are dropping points against Everton 3-3. Me sure say Mikel Arteta tenasia na ni bejipa because we a club our some ne pain because he used to play for Everton. Yow the results no enye bibia na surprising me because Everton will fear na dema opponents or to kwa even teams that found a way to win 2-1 2-0 last hour later one akoshe one goal bi you can't dominate Everton for 90 minutes City were prone to conceding goals, but the question was not making outscore Everton ana. But then na we Magaya, ya we don't sabe good no Bobina ka say dear na maye. Because Magay touted to be the difference maker between one City
so on one post say who say why mistake ni post no eni me be me hwe na me kan
very important very important
or say just 1 ago X or say I need to do better but we keep going and focused on the next. Thank you for your support as always. Thank you Jesus. And we posti na what deactivate the comment section no. I'm saying I'm for the new me go up until you post to and I'm say we could deactivate the comment section
because the level of hateful comments and a lot of things that come. You see how and I make say you can be a hero today, tomorrow you can be the villain. Dependent on the kind of things are we nipa. You see, nipa sesa. It is a fan who to nipa so. Because the same again yan or by say or can we be in a city league ya or mar nya form or more fight or more close gap and with us and yaw. Ye na yankabi. So on the dimundi mind. Then you see on asem fan so diaba. And normally that is how football works. Football goals has ways our own tears here. At the end of the day, most of the time the best players within the teams no more mistakes type for so deba. It's Roberto Baggio. Overhead ball born in USA 94. The kind of quality in the commitment or the Italian national team. But at the end of the day, yaw Italy for ne bonnechi da so de susu ne say wo and akojina penalty echi ko boma ne say ya Italy ntimi anye World Cup. E shenadu man okai. That is how fans are. Football fans are fragile most of the time. But I think yaw and what they see was bound to happen. There's nothing you can change about it. And I think for Manchester City, Omutimi fight back Benya draw. Now Omo one outstanding game to ball. So Shekrana 2 points adrift. You need to find ways and pray that something will happen with Arsenal and you can find a way to come back. But it is difficult. But whatever that has happened, it doesn't mean Magay is a bad player. It doesn't mean he's one of the worst signings. Wabua City Papa. Yeah, there are several games at Wabua City Papa. Obono de no you obono de no to obono de TJ. And there are questions that has also been raised about Antoine Semenyo. Some performances in recent games has not been so well. Yeah, I would agree. But I think the title push and the title Semenyo double show this so any City team nankasa ahwe din. So Rodri ni mo mobre. People are not realizing it. Last season Rodri prache pao. So bekai. City and Timmy League no. Now her time at Rodri buy any City results or Munyan within that period. Now is see Rodri as any team. No one will say he's an important piece. This is a player Pep Guardiola more try some extending the contract. Will he extend? Yeah, this is how important he is. Me sure say City for the better as I said there be contract in there me say yen koye nim ne mo yen sam saa ne mpa onua atwo. Na unua sign contract in my anya sad de beba no yempe. And it was clear because Nico Gonzalez and co should have done better. And there were certain moments within the game. I see trophy ne GN home pressure no. Experience can't tell yaw. Boy pa experience this certain moment can't tell games pa. And when Nico Gonzalez so who now say this is a player who is shaking. Born a Bassi and no hope. There are certain moments you need calmness. You see Ranshaki very talented by you. And when look at some hasty decisions we are not taking aboard him. And the level of consistency they will need. Let's see what will happen. But I think Arsenal are in a comfortable lead. 3 games per Arsenal will be EPL champions. 2 games Arsenal bear UEFA Champions League champions. Do you know how close it is? Medira Champions League in him. 2 games for Arsenal to be European champions. 3 games for Arsenal to be English champions. How close has Arteta ever been?
With your affiliate chain down.
Get baby. Me who ya me bibi because I'm imagining if I'm a player, I'm a coach. Me sebre nyina ne me history nyina what football mu nyina abraboni nyina timi sesa within the next 2 weeks. to a month. Yaw edidi atem no kasa no ubetimi ayo untimi nyani nyina no within 2 weeks to 3 weeks bibia betimi asesa. How do you approach it? How? Me imagine awkward dressing room. What will you say to these players? And that starts tonight. Because Omuyi Atletico Madrid Fima, Omuyi 1 match away from being European champions.
Yes.
It brings a different level of confidence going into the weekend games. Yow, and the game no Arsenal shot 3 games no bubu am for play. Nemom omo lusu amenya sure say besa affect omo biem because there's not so much pressure on them to win the Champions League as compared to the league. Because subsequently in the years na ya boni nyina no yaw obi anim say Arsenal get closer to the league on timenje. Nemom ya Arsenal fan e ka say yi between UCL and the Premier League abe dey.
Champions League.
Yaw over the Champions
last season omo drew see na PSG. And no ke omo. This season wasn't drew same semi-final. Twice in a row. And time see oh. And time see.
Atletico Madrid are backgrounds we say so be English teams be brave. Arsenal nya the first team Atletico Madrid that took one aba omaba be yi omo free ma ehu bi da. Yaw, do they have the quality to do a lot of things because you see a resource na all squared. Baako nchen baako. Nemum Diego Simeone knew a perfect experience at this level. And Makacho was a football goals episode more reward you be partner Diego Simeone one particular coach. And was a football team shane in no case you see on the Jibako Fako. Because ya wa bre. We coach our bre ya to Michel Real Madrid 1-0. You see a couple last corner kick. Obi ntimi nchirim Sergio Ramos free. Ya no the nitia be pimbo idi abeto net. De tosu mienu oma pria ko bo final yi ya omunim se game we die penalty shootout die bi bia no obetimi ese omanya Real Madrid afiesa ko bo penalty shootout ya panyan Arsenal gina ha we se su gina enim go ase na abai e wo so mo sase so mo nyoma no mo de ko. He is a man that has told so well a beautiful story that needs a beautiful ending in the shape of Diego Simeone. Yeah, but you ask yourself, is it the right time? Because abraba we mre ene nkrabia ene yedi decide nyoma bebre enye stam a wo free so wo pe ana nyoma timi kodema na me de hwede wa mia na nsane sei empaibo ne awreho because yawo enana dui de betimi asi bia betimi asi ne hyebre ne nsem. You can't afford to miss another season where you can go trophyless with the level of silence I the amount. For Arsenal, it's another opportunity to show to the world, say, project no ma building almost all the time. This is the moment, yow. Tonight, when men are called. And then why be show JCBR, this is the time I was a number near the abo che body, no. I will say to me counting.
So between Simeone and Arteta, why not suffer pa?
Simeone Abreu. Champions League. This is the Champions League. When you
2014 final.
When you
2016 final.
League in 20. A Champions League between on Arteta.
Yeah.
Simeone Abreu. Now Abreu. Abreu. How many teams partner Simeone Abreu day?
Because 2014, no, Sena Oma Jerry, na Ramos equalize 92 plus. In the 2016, so penalty na Griezmann so kobo say no.
Yaw. Atletico Madrid are progressive from 6 of their previous 10 European 2-leg ties. Abraham draw the first leg. E wo fie. Yaw. Baby omo gina sisi no. Anadwi. Yaw. I think Arsenal gina ye. Because Arsenal lose only one of their last 15 UEFA Champions League ties against Spanish clubs. Okune day. This order is actually see.
Arsenal be qualify.
We are not doing say Arsenal kwa me anya me wanwa. Enya once the first leg no kana me ka say Spain dey to be very difficult. And Nick Victor Gyökeres, the 2 attackers. Yeah, crucial night. Alvarez kasani nyina ya anadwi. Griezmann mo kasani nyina ya.
Okay.
But the perfect example na me first say there's one starter me di beja obia. That one
this is Arsenal concede goal.
Arsenal concede
the Champions
League. So they remain unbeaten.
On lose match.
But yeah, we have record be. Atletico FAC English Premier League teams. Our knockout stage semi-finals 3 times. Omuni Liverpool 2009-2010 in the Europa League. Omu Liverpool frame. 2013-2014. Omuni Chelsea frame. Yeah, 2017-2018 Europa League against Arsenal. Omu frame. Okay. But the perfect example na me first see say there's one starter me the beja obia. That one
this is Arsenal concede goal.
Arsenal concede
the Champions
League. So they remain unbeaten.
On lose match.
But yeah, we have record be. Atletico FAC English Premier League teams. Our knockout stage semi-finals 3 times. Omuni Liverpool 2009-2010 in the Europa League. Omu Liverpool frame. 2013-2014. Omuni Chelsea frame. Yeah, 2017-2018 Europa League against Arsenal. Omu frame.